Hello, everybody, and welcome into that Real Texas Team podcast, episode 121. As we're here today to preview the wild card round, which has already gone down with some crazy intense games, down to the wire, all of them. So, it's going to be exciting. It's going to be exciting. My name's Curtis. With me at the bottom there is Chris, aka Pac-Man _King Freestyle. You can check him out at That's Crazy Podcast and Talk. Mike couldn't get with us this evening, but you can check Mike out at Mass 3 Productions all across the social medias. Make sure you're hitting the like and subscribe button here as we're trying to grow and get in front of new Texans fans each and every day. So with that being said, Chris, with the wild card slate that's already gone down, how are you feeling about this game on Monday night?
Well, as of so far, I know the Jags had shifted to the favorites. I guess yesterday sometime. So before then, the Bills were the favorites, but so far, if I'm not mistaken, all the favorites have won, right? Because the Packers weren't favored in that Bears game, were they?
I don't think
the Eagles were. You know what? The Eagles were favored.
Yeah,
the Eagles were favored and they lost. So this can go. Like I said, because I know the Rams was favored over the Panthers, even though that was a great game. I couldn't believe it. I was kind of rooting for the Panthers. It was looking so good for them. Like nothing against what Matthew Stafford did, but like they were letting the Panthers get to them. But I still feel good about the game. The only thing that worries me is the weather. That's the only thing that really worries me. I think the defense is going to be fine. I think it's going to be a running game.
Is it just because it's cold as shit, or is there supposed to be like snow?
I just think it's more. So my personal opinion is just because it's cold. But I think that there's going to be. I don't think there's going to be any snow. I was checking the weather. It looks like Pittsburgh is going to have like more of that moisture in the air.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what I'm really thinking about. Because I've been looking the last few days to see how the weather is going to be. And actually, it doesn't look like it's going to be too bad tomorrow. The way I'm looking at it, what's game time going to be? About 7. So game time. Okay, actually, it's going to be a lot warmer than I thought it was going to be. And I don't know how the humidity is in Pittsburgh, as opposed like we have our humidity is crazy here. So like when it's really cold here and cold there, it could be something completely different. But at game time, so we're looking at about 7:30. It's going to be about 43. It doesn't look like we got any precipitation. So no rain or anything like that. So we'll see what happens. But otherwise, I feel fine. Texans and Steelers for tomorrow. Playoff football.
Playoff football, baby. Yeah, I'm not super worried about it. I mean, we've done pretty well in the cold this season. The only thing that bothers me is, I feel like Jawar Jordan, who's going to be out this week, had made a pretty decent role for himself in the rotation. That means we're going to be kind of reverting back to a little bit more Chubb, a little bit of British Brooks, and then Dare Gumbawale, obviously on top of Woody Marks. But Jalen Reed coming back off of IR could really help that safety position. That's been a huge problem for us. So huge if he can come back for this week. Let's see. 49ers versus Seahawks. Who you got? I'm probably going Seahawks.
I'm going Seahawks. I just there's nothing. The 49ers, because the Seahawks defense is just as good as the or better than Philly's defense. Sam Darnold don't have to do nothing. All he has to do is he can throw 3 interceptions and win. Didn't Brock Purdy just do that? Throw 3 interceptions and win? Yeah. Something like that. He had a bunch of turnovers. Mm-hmm. And I don't think that their defense was good. I just think that the Eagles' offense was just bad and got stale. Yeah. Same thing like how Same thing about that. Yeah, okay. So I did see the Jalen Reed thing's going to be back. Only thing that concerns me about him is he going to be rusty? Um,
I mean,
and,
he
and
might be after missing that
yeah,
much time.
missing Jahar Jordan, it's not a big deal to me because I feel like although it's not the same type of production, I feel like you got enough out of British Brooks. You understand
Yeah.
what I'm saying? To where he should feel it because come on, that first game that Jahar came out on, he had some crazy long runs, and I don't care what anybody say, he wasn't on the field for a reason. So
Yeah.
you had some times where he had like he had like a 40-yard run and then like a 40-yard. Where I think we ended up having 100 something yards, right?
Yeah, in his first game.
Yeah, in his first game. But there's a
Yeah.
reason you're not playing. So I think about it like that. I feel like him, and you you got, and apparently he don't play special teams, which is why you still have British Brooks on the roster to begin with. So I feel like you get about the same production, in my opinion. Gerard obviously must be better because they decided to start him over British Brooks, but I think they'll get about the same production.
Yeah.
As long as Woody Marks is good.
Right. How about Patriots versus Chargers tonight? I'm going with the Patriots. I would prefer to play the Patriots over playing the Broncos right now, or the Bills, I should say.
Yeah, I'm about to say because if the Chargers win, we'd play the Bills.
Yeah.
And they had to go to Denver, which I don't think they can go in Denver and win.
No.
I'm being honest. I don't think they can go in Denver and win. Not because I think Denver's offense. I just think even though the defense is kind of slacking, I still think Denver, they've been to the playoffs. I mean, they were in the playoffs last year. They got boat raced by Buffalo, but I think they're a better team this year. And yeah, and I'm just not like I said, I think we can beat Buffalo. I think we own them in Houston. I'm just don't want to take that chance, especially when Josh Allen feels like he has to do what he has to do. So,
yeah,
like I say, we'll see.
Yeah, valid point. So at the moment, the line is 3. I've seen it at 2.5 in favor of the Texans. How do you feel about the spread right there?
Oh, that they think we 6-point favorites, but they giving the Steelers, but they're giving the Steelers 3 because they're at home.
Yeah,
that's literally how I feel. I feel like they think that we're a touchdown favorite because they don't. I mean, come on now, they might break Aaron Rodgers tomorrow. I think he's going to do the quick pass game, but if he doesn't, they might break him.
I mean, that's what they're going to have to do. They're like Jalen Reed is a lot more athletic than Miles Bryant, and he offers a lot more in the run stopping department. I feel like his being in the game adds a different element from the safety position. He might be a little rusty. They're probably going to try to pick on him, and in which case, good luck. Because realistically, they've got a couple downfield stretching wide receivers, that being DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin.
Yeah, but who you go pick on them? But I'm saying, like, who you go pick on them with? Because you'd have to be picking on him, knowing that he's going to be the safety help that comes in. The safety help whenever the corner, whenever they're running their routes, depending on what they're running on defense, because the corner might let them go because he knows he has safety help to help on, to help on maybe the slot receiver or something. And that's just my thing about it. I'm not saying Aaron Rodgers might be the type of quarterback that knows that, he's going to have to come help. He might see the defense. He might see that, I see cover 2 out there. So he knows where the safety is going to be. And I get it to that standpoint. But I just feel like, I don't know. I feel like we're going to see a lot of passes go Kamara's way like we've been seeing all season. I feel like Aaron Rodgers is going to, because I felt like last week Riley Leonard tried Derek Stingley but wasn't, and he got away with it. He got away with it. But I feel like that was more of a I have nothing to play for. I'm just going to try something and see if it works. Because normally you're not going to try Derek Stingley. Because I still think he had good coverage, but it did look like he might have got burnt. But I thought it was great ball placement also. I thought the balls were thrown great. So, but with that being said, I don't think Aaron Rodgers' arm is as strong as a Riley Leonard's, obviously. And he can't move. That's another thing. He can't move. So.
He's got one hand. This is a situation where our defense should really be feasting. But I think you nailed it. They're going to be hitting that quick pass game, trying to get something. I mean, that's been the only effective type of passing game against us in any consistency, I should say. But there's just not a lot that scares me from the Steelers offense versus our defense. Now, on the flip side, it could be a rough day for Ursery if Alex Highsmith starts getting into a rhythm. Trent Brown versus who's also missed now 2 games in a row. Could he be coming back rusty versus TJ Watt, who's coming off of the Tyrod Taylor treatment, getting his lung punctured. Comment here. Do you think the Jags were so close but didn't work on their defense at the end? I mean, probably.
I fell asleep, so I can't answer that question.
I was at work. Brandon coming in already. Chokesonville Jaguars. 33-9 is his prediction. It's bold. I mean, I'm here for it. It's bold. Let's see. Brandon again. Colts and Jags went all in for this season with 0 playoff wins. Yeah.
Because hold on. Because the Jags, they traded up for Travis Hunter, huh? So they don't have a first round for next year?
Nope. Yep. That's what happened.
I mean, their season ended up being a success despite doing that because I didn't think he was great. If you want to be honest, I know a little off subject, but I think he should be a DB. I think he'll be fine at receiver. I just don't think they need him at receiver right now. I think he should get the Deion Sanders treatment, play DB, and have packages for him at wide receiver.
Yeah.
I would say play him at wide receiver because he'll make more money, but I think playing him at DB is the way to go.
The better career path, honestly.
Yeah.
Let's see. And the Jags traded for Newsome and Myers at the deadline. True.
Myers, look here. I don't know what it is. They needed him. I don't think they go on that run without Jacoby Myers.
No, I think that's accurate as fuck.
And it's crazy. And you know, because Jacoby Myers is one of those. He's not one of those players whose name you hear all the time, like a Devontae Adams or Jamar Chase. But you know, Jacoby Myers does not drop the ball.
Yeah,
that's what people don't realize. He does not drop the ball. And like that was my thing about it there. So he was right. I felt like he was very helpful. Out of all the big trades that happened, he was one of the ones that was helpful for his team. I don't know. Maybe he got with him being a veteran. Maybe he got Brian Thomas going right because that man was a dropping machine in his second year. So.
Let's see. Brandon says they need him, but when March rolls around, they can't keep the same roster. I think they already extended Myers, if I'm not mistaken.
Yeah, I feel like you don't make that trade without extending him.
Yeah.
Without knowing that you're going to extend him.
We need him more on defense. This is Eric from Third and Teal, by the way. We need him more on defense. Newsome is a free agent after the season. Yeah. Travis Hunter is much better so far in the sample size that we've had on the defensive side of the ball. I mean, he had the one really, really good game when
and they lost that game.
Yeah.
That's the crazy part.
Yeah. Okay, yes. They did re-sign him for a 3-year deal. So he's going to be there for a minute. But back to the Steelers-Texans. So players and matchups to watch: DK Metcalf and Calvin Austin versus the Texans secondary. Aaron Rodgers is not the end-all be-all that he used to be of the deep ball and Hail Mary and all that other shit. Yeah, he can't really run anymore. But he's still playing decent football. He's got enough arm strength to get the ball where it needs to go. I don't think if Stingley is to shadow DK Metcalf, which I've heard talked about, I don't think you hear shit out of DK Metcalf. But if they just do the half field where Stingley's on one half and Kamari's on the other, I think you'll be seeing Kamari Lassiter targeted a lot. Because realistically, Kamari Lassiter versus Calvin Austin, that's also a wrap. Like Calvin Austin's not going to do shit on Kamari Lassiter. And then you got Jalen Petrie and Adam Thielen, fucking 35-year-old Adam Thielen, and Pat Freiermuth and Jonnu Smith at the tight end position with Aziz, Jalen, and Henry T covering those guys. Also, Aaron Rodgers loves to throw to the running backs. Kenneth Gainwell and Jalen Warren love that.
Gainwell scares me more than Warren, though.
Yeah. Brandon says, are we pretending Metcalf is elite? No. Is he an elite wide receiver talent? No. Is he an elite athlete? Absolutely. And sometimes that's really all it takes to be making big plays in the league. But
I think the Steelers paid him too much money.
I mean, it's definitely likely, especially considering he is going to punch somebody and miss some games like every year. So, Steelers fans, do with that what you will. Yeah. But I don't know. I feel like our defense. Yeah, they should have definitely done that, but I don't know. It kind of seems like George Pickens' CTE flare-up in Pittsburgh seemed to clear up when he went to Dallas.
Yeah, my bad. I'm watching this stupid Chargers game too. It's I mean, as of right now, we still have to take care of business, and that's just my whole thing. Like, that's the only problem. Like, I'm extremely excited to have the Monday night game because it's not a Saturday game. But at the same time, I'm like, oh my God, like we worried about who we'll play, but we still got to beat the Steelers.
Yep.
And like, I don't want to think that way, but because usually we already blew the team out that we were playing. We already blew them out by this time.
He's supposed to be flying after the fact.
Yeah, that's what I was hearing too.
So I mean, he didn't travel.
Fuck y'all too. That might be his first. That's his first baby. He might say fuck that playoff game too. A game that he possibly ain't gonna play.
Now, I just want you to imagine that your wife is pregnant and about to have the second child of yours, and you're like, "Okay, good luck. I'm going to Pittsburgh." She's gonna kill you. Like, that's just what's gonna happen.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter if it's the first or the fifth baby. She'll want your ass there. That being said, CJ can't get hurt because then if Davis can't make it, we're gonna have
Graham Mertz time, baby.
Which sounds terrifying.
Yeah, it really does.
Look, there's a couple people on the defense for the Steelers that kind of give me a little bit of a pause. That being Cam Hayward, TJ Watt, and Highsmith.
Boy, like these haters we have in the comments are crazy. I'm sorry. I heard Highsmith. That's all I heard. She got these haters in the comments because their organization is poorly run. Gosh.
Yeah, easy, Christian. But babe, it's the playoffs. Oh God.
Hey, that's crazy. Hey, you ain't the star quarterback. That's what she's gonna say. You're not the star quarterback.
You ain't starting. Get your ass in the fucking hospital. Look, ways to win. You get TJ Watt, Alex Highsmith, and Cam Hayward, and you keep them as silent and as unheard of as humanly possible. Trent Brown needs to play his best ball against TJ Watt, even though he's hurt and not exactly playing like himself as of late. Highsmith is kind of having a little bit of a down year, and Cam Hayward is still just as dominant as he's ever been. I'm watching the interior.
When they played Sunday night, right? Is that when they played?
Yeah, the Ravens.
So yeah. Okay, yeah. So they played Sunday. They played Sunday night. So I think that. So we are getting the extra because we played Sunday morning. We played Sunday morning. Is that when we played?
Yeah, we played at noon.
Okay, yeah. So we played at noon. Those guys are old, man. Like it sounds bad. I know that they can win the game, but the Steelers, they're old.
Yeah,
they're like we're not even going to talk about their offense. Forget Aaron Rodgers. We're not even going to talk about Aaron Rodgers. Their defense, their entire defense, even TJ Watt, he's old. Like he's old.
Yeah,
I get it. He can
about a decade.
Yeah, like and on top of he's been way more healthier than JJ ever was.
Mm-hmm.
And JJ is easily a Hall of Famer, being as unhealthy as he was. And obviously TJ the same way. I think he's going to be a Hall of Famer. But they're old. Their whole team, they're the most expensive defense in the league. I mean, which we might take that spot next year. But that's just, I don't know. I feel like I don't care about they're old. Y'all can say, no, they break these old bones up. And I feel like only what Ed Ingram was, so like our right side is going to be the oldest part of our line. Well, I guess you got Titus. Titus is kind of up there, but they're linemen. Trent Brown is something I guess you kind of worry about. I don't know. I feel like if people aren't playing the way they need to be playing on the line, I feel like Blake Fisher showed something. I can't believe I'm saying that.
I know, right? Fucking Blake Fisher.
But I mean, babe, we hadn't had really a juice sighting in weeks, so I'm okay with that. We hadn't had a juice or was it Jared Patterson?
Yeah.
We hadn't had a sighting of them for weeks because of the lineup they were running, which I think is a better lineup. And I think CJ's been playing smarter. I know he threw a couple of picks. He threw two or one?
He threw two.
He threw two in Indy game. No, hold on. Not in the Indy game. That was the Chargers. Did he throw a pick in the Indy game?
Yeah. He threw one. No, he didn't.
Oh, he didn't? I know he only played half the game.
Yeah. Threw a touchdown and ran for one.
Oh, okay, yeah. And then halftime they came out. On the muff to Togai. Togai. I don't know. I think we're gonna be fine. Me personally, the weather's actually a lot warmer than last week. The weather was like a good 10-15 degrees colder that I was seeing at first, and it doesn't look that way now.
For me, while you're looking that up, ways to win: get the run game doing consistent numbers, 4 yards a pop, healthy mix of Woody Marks and British Brooks, Nick Chubb, I guess Dare, preferably not Dare, but I guess Dare. By the way, if anybody's curious, take a stab. Who's the receptions leader on the team? It's Dalton
Schultz.
Dalton Schultz is the leading receiver in terms of receptions for the 2025 Texans. you got to get him going. That is CJ's safety valve, if there ever was one, and he's had a pretty solid season. The interior defense, like in terms of the pass game, the middle of the field, the deep middle, is a huge, huge problem for the Steelers and a huge strength of this offense. So my ways to win, you got to make first-year safety Jalen Ramsey look like an idiot. They're going to want to do their normal stuff and run one safety over top, in which CJ Stroud is the number one quarterback against single high safety. So, or maybe not the number one quarterback, but he does really well.
Yeah, he really does.
So I think there's a lot of ways that this game can honestly get out of hand for the Steelers if this Texans team can just have any sort of consistency at all. Like, if I was saying this before we started, if we get the first like 3 drives from the Chargers game to start this game and then do the same thing in the second half to start the second half,
it's 28 points.
That's 28 points. Steelers are not going to be able to do that. This defense is about as healthy as they're going to get. So capitalize on it. This defense needs to be playing hot, playing fast, and aiming to send Aaron Rodgers off to the retirement community where he can just do his ayahuasca at any moment.
Yeah, I think he's coming back. That's the bad part.
There's a chance. I think he really wanted to go to the Vikings.
Yeah. I think that's dead. He's trying to follow it. He was trying to follow exactly in Brett Favre's footsteps.
Mm-hmm.
I always thought that was crazy with him just going to the Jets to begin with. I was like, damn. And then to hear the rustlings about him wanting to go to the Vikings, I'm like, man, you and Brett Favre must talk to each other every day.
All right. These two teams might be fighting for the first score in the 8th overtime. This game is going to go on until 3 a.m. Only messing with y'all. Hell yeah, Christian. No, honestly,
hey, I ain't gonna lie. That's a good game right there.
Literally, we're all at the edge of our seat for 8 overtimes. Come on now. I think it's going to be something close. Like, it's not real. Realistically, it's not going to be a blowout, but there's definitely some opportunity there. Last time the Texans played teams with a defense with similar stats as the Steelers, they put up 40 plus. Hell yeah!
I don't know. Sounds like the damn Ravens. I feel like they're not going to get a pass rush. That's how I feel. But then our offensive line, you never know. But I feel like they're not going to for real get a pass rush. I don't know. I think they'll be fine. They're getting plenty of rest. I think they'll be fine. Like I say, the cold, I don't really worry about that because I thought they were fine in the Kansas City game. I am reading here. So like I said, it's going to be mid-30s at game time. So it'll get colder as the night goes, but they're going to be playing. So I don't think they're going to start feeling it until like halftime that it's cold when they go chill out for halftime for a little while. But there may be some snow flurries and stuff like that. That kind of worries me because once again, they are a dome team. But and I think Aaron Rodgers would thrive in something like that. And it's going to be a little bit windy, like 15 to 25 mile per hour winds. It says with gusts of up to 30 to 40 miles per hour. So that might be a problem. But that's also going to be a problem for an Aaron Rodgers too. I don't care if he is throwing quick passes or whatever like that. I was watching the broadcast of the Eagles game with Tom Brady showing how you throw the ball when it's really windy. Don't nobody care. Nobody care. I ain't trying. I don't want to see. Just keep talking. But otherwise, I think they're gonna be fine.
Okay.
I don't have them putting.
All right. Well, then let's get into the final score predictions. Okay, let's see. No Steelers player had double-digit sacks this season. Yeah, I mean, they're not living up to the name on the back of the jersey. Like these guys were elite, like 3 years ago. Some of them. Now they're,
I
they're on
had
the
the
way.
Steelers defense from my fantasy. They were terrible all season. They
Yeah.
had like 2 like good games where you were like, oh my God, they were terrible.
Yeah. But predictions, Chris, if you'd like to lead us off.
So I'm not changing my prediction that I had on this AFC South show. I went 21-14 Houston. I don't think it's and mostly because I just think it's going to be a slow scoring game. I would have had it a little closer, but Vegas thinks that we're a 6-point favorite, even though they're going with us being a 3-point favorite. So I'm going to say 6 because the Steelers are at home. So I'm going slightly over that. I'm going to go 21-14.
Okay. Obviously, Mike's not with us this evening, but I will go ahead and speak for Mike and just kind of ad lib what I think he would say the score prediction would be.
And
that's
that probably easy.
Yeah, 40-13. That was Mike's prediction. I'm going to go 24-20.
I can't get, because that's surely something he would have said.
I feel like I know Mike. I feel like I know Mike at this point. Jags did a Jags thing for typical Jags outcome. Yeah, the Jags jigged when they should have jagged. Congrats on a good season. Jealous. Hope your team stays healthy and has a good game for us all to enjoy. Yeah, no, dude, I think it's a really solid shot that this is a solid ass fucking game. Mellow Mike says 24-17 Houston. I'm not going to be upset at that. So I think 24-20. If the wind is really that bad, then, we might see a really, really low score of like 6-12. Just all touchdowns, no extra points made. No field goals. Yeah, we're pulling for the Patriots. At this point, you want to play the Patriots next round, and then you want to go play either the Chargers or the Broncos, preferably the Chargers, if I'm being honest.
Especially with the way this game is looking. They're playing in Foxborough now, and I don't think the Chargers' defense is better than our defense.
Not the Chargers. I apologize. The Bills or the Broncos. Because if we're playing the Patriots, that means the Chargers lost. So,
yep,
I'm retarded. Jagoffs. That's funny. Let's go Chargers. If we win and they do, playoff game in H-Town next week.
Man, you gonna be paying $600 for that playoff ticket? Man.
Shit. But Mellow Mike, let me ask you this. Would you rather have a divisional game, a divisional round game in H-Town, or would you rather have one in the conference?
That ticket will be $800.
It'll be fucking big money. But if the Bills beat the Broncos, then we would be having the Bills come to Houston for the AFC title game. And I'm cool with that. I'll tell you that.
Yeah, because the way it looks like the Bills are going to be playing the Broncos. I mean, it doesn't matter what we do, but it's going to depend on whatever happens in this game.
Yeah. But I think this is a good stopping point, my dude. I appreciate you coming on and taking time out of your night away from your lovely wife to come on and talk Texans ball with us. Brendan says both. Buffalo honestly didn't look impressive. Neither do the Chargers or Patriots. No, I mean
Buffalo looks more impressive than the Chargers or the Patriots. Jesus.
What?
What I'm watching here. This has probably been the most boring game of
Yeah.
all of them. Because I
Six.
feel like all the other games were great. Even the
Electric.
last game with the Eagles and the 49ers. The first game set it off though. The Panthers and the Rams. That was a thriller.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, and then the night game was a thriller because, like, golly, and I knew the Bears was gonna win. I just knew it. So we gotta win, CJ. You all around here, Lil Bro and Caleb Williams, and Lil Bro is going to the divisional round. You better be going too. Yeah, I said it. Got to. Other than that, I'm good to go, man.
Any of these O-lines is going to be losing sleep. Accurate. I would hate to be in the offensive line room of the Pittsburgh Steelers. Like,
oh yeah,
you're going to be going through it this week. But look, appreciate everybody in the comments. Brandon, Mike, Eric, Christian, anybody else that I'm missing. I appreciate all you guys for blowing it up. Make sure you guys are hitting the like and subscribe buttons if you have not already. Make sure you go over to That's Crazy Podcast and Talk to support Chris and his other podcast endeavors. Go to @Mastery Productions to support Mike. And if you want to see a podcast with a Texans, Titans, Jags, and Colts fan all kind of bickering with each other, you should check out this AFC South show. With that being said, appreciate everybody. Chris, I appreciate you. We will see you on the other side of this Monday Night Football game. Be good people. Go Texans. Fuck the Steelers, the Colts, the Cowboys, the Jags, and the Titans.
especially